Alrighty guys, here's my review on my motorcycle that I recently purchased. I think I've had it for a couple months now. It's the Honda Shadow 750 Spirit. It's the DC model, which is chain drive. A lot of people seem to not like chain drive, but I've always had chain or belt drive bikes. I've also had the VLX 600, and that's only a 4-gear bike. This is 5-gear, and this thing cruises really good for a mid-sized cruiser, man. I mean, it has no problem doing 80, on the interstate without super high revved RPMs or nothing. It feels great at the higher RPM levels too. It's got plenty of power to get around. I mean, it's obviously not a powerhouse of a bike, but it still has plenty of giddy up. I'm 6'2". It doesn't feel bad for being so tall, but being long-legged, it does. Let's see here. See, my knee is right above the gas tank, and that bugs the crap out of me. So what I did, I went ahead and ordered the 5-inch forward controls. Hopefully I'll get those next weekend, get them put on. I also flipped my risers around. These risers used to go the other way, which set the bars back, and I got long arms, so that helped out tremendously just by doing that. And plus, I think it looks better too that way. So this is it. It's stock pipe. It almost feels like it was jetted before, man. It's got a lot of power. But either way, when I do go to pipe it or cut the baffles out, I'm gonna get the stage 1 or stage 2 jet kit. Any suggestions out there if I should get the stage 1 or stage 2? I don't know if there's that big of a difference between the two. Well, I know there's a difference, but still, either way, I think I should be fine with the stage 1 with no matter what I put on there. I also don't want to get to the point to where I am spending too much in fuel on a motorcycle. I mean, that's one of the points of having a bike, is to not have to pay a crap ton of gas. So any suggestions on that? One thing I am going to do is, I know what these baffles look like on the inside. I've seen a lot of videos on people drilling these out. So the end of it, it's got holes around it, just not on the very end. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a long drill bit to drill some holes, maybe 4 or 5 holes at the very end of it, and see how it sounds in, see if it crackles, see if it backfires at all. When I do that, and judging by that, I'm pretty sure I could tell if it has been jetted or not. But anyways, so the only other things I've had, because I bought this thing for $900, dude. It sat out for years in the sun, in the weather, in the cold weather. I got some orange peel right here on the paint from the neglect. This was had a little bit more rust than it does now. I've cleaned it up quite a bit. There's a few rust spots just because it sat outside, which irritates me, but it is what it is. I mean, I got it for $900 because it only has 3,000 miles on it too. All right up in here, I've tried cleaning this up once before. I'm going to give it another go around. I used some Coca-Cola and it helped out quite a bit. I'm going to do it again. I use that and a toothbrush. The pegs I'm not too concerned about. I could always buy replacement pegs on that. And then when I go to put on my forward controls, when I take these off, I'm going to clean all that up. Once I get this bolt out, I'll get all that cleaned up before I put them back on. But there you have it. Oh, that and the shocks, the back shocks, got some surface rust on there too. Try cleaning those up. I'll give that another go around. Eventually I'd like to get some different ones. That or dampen these down a little bit, because it's pretty firm. I'm a skinny guy. I'm only 155 pounds, so I think the weight limit's it's on there somewhere. Let's see here. I don't know if it's on there. Weight capacity. Oh, that's for tire pressure, tire size. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm sure you guys might see it if it is on there. Anyways, I'm a skinny guy, so it kind of is pretty firm in the back. I'm pretty sure it's set up someone that's 200 pounds will be super comfortable on there. But yeah, other than that, this is a cold start, so I have to put on the choke. Oh yeah, I also lost this because I had to, this hose kept popping off on the carburetor, which was causing a lot of backfire, so I just spliced in a new piece. I didn't want to have to take the tank off to replace this whole line, so I just spliced in a new piece. And then doing so, I was back and forth trying to get this brass piece I got from the Ace Hardware. Napa didn't have shit, and so I returned a few things, and so this came off once or twice, and then when I put it on last, I didn't tighten it down, and so I lost my cover. But anyways, I want to make a cover for it. But anyways, here's the cold start. Starts right up. And for stock pipes, it doesn't sound bad. I know the video is not going to do it justice, but it don't sound bad for stock pipes. Another thing too I did have to buy was a new cluster right here. That's not even, that's the new miles on it since I bought the cluster, so it's got 3,355 miles. But I had to buy the new cluster because this was all peeled up, dude. It looks so freaking bad. This was the most expensive piece I bought so far. This was $300 freaking just for that, but it's worth buying because now I can see everything, see the numbers, see the odometer reading and all that. So, but yeah, this is it. And it's a great bike for what it is, man. For a bike that doesn't cost as much as a Harley, it runs good. I mean, I can keep up with the 883, you know, until about 4th gear, you know, and it's a good bike. It really is. I'm happy I bought it. Eventually I'll want to get a bigger bike. I kind of think I'm gearing towards getting a VTX 1300 VTX, which will fit me a lot better than this thing. But there you go, there's my review. It's a good bike. Glad I bought it. And I'm going to be putting some miles on this. Alright guys, later.